Hi, Nelson.
Good to see you, Amy. What can I do for you?
I think I'd like to read for a while.
Of course. What subject are you interested in reading about?
I want to read up on science.
Wonderful. I think I've got just the book for you.
Interesting. This information could be pretty useful. It's already... It's in no condition.
Just couldn't stay away.
No. I'm looking for salt, like the kind you use on meats. Where can I find some?
Well, there's plenty out at the salt flats just outside the city, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to go out there. The walk takes a while, and lugging the stuff back's a chore.
It shouldn't be a problem. How do I get...
You know the abandoned South Coast rail yard near Fripp Square? Just follow the main track down about half a mile, and you'll find it.
Thanks. Will do. See you later, God.
You bet.
I can't believe I never knew about this place. It's the perfect spot to get away from everything. Am I hearing things, or is that music? I'm surprised this thing hasn't been chopped down for firewood yet. It's way beyond any sort of help now. Looks as though someone has been excavating for salt here. Probably Gus. Plenty of salt has been dug up here. I'll take a hand. I don't see any reason. Looks like this train has been here a long time. I wonder when the last time it actually ran was. It's locked. It's locked. That's not... Looks like This door looks as though it's been in use recently. That's... I don't... That's... It's... Hey, Gordon.
Amy!
I'm still on the lookout for something to fix your gas mask.
Thanks. Hopefully something...
Bye, Gordon.
Goodbye.
I don't see how I can... I'll take another... At least this will make carrying the wood around slightly easier. Randomly throwing salt into a furnace.
But it might make for some cool sparks.
I'm not about to go...
I'll give you my...
Thatch. Not much...
It's best...
That furnace could...
Yeah, it's...
Randomly throwing...
But it might make...
Don't get into any trouble.
I won't if...
I'll take another. At least... Okay, I'll rub salt into the wood. That should prep it for carbonization. Now that...
Yeah.
Nice! The wood burned long enough to become activated carbon.
What?
Spend some time reading Nelson's science books and you might learn something. Burning the salt-infused wood left me with this lump of activated carbon. Don't get into any trouble, Denby.
Hey, I'm not the one going around setting stuff on fire.
Gordon, look. I got you some charcoal for your gas mask's filter.
I don't believe it. I don't know what to say.
Then listen. Nelson has a science book explaining how you can make charcoal filters. It's really not that difficult. If you can find or make more masks, you can make filters and provide them to anyone who needs them.
I'm stunned, Amy. Thank you for your help.
We've all got to look out for each other.
Merchant, a word if you would.
What do you want?
Aurelius of the Ministry of Resources is officially requesting your supply of raw brass.
What? But brass is my most valuable material. It's practically impossible to come by these days.
Correct. Which is why in exchange, the Ministry is offering you 10 food vouchers a week. Do you accept this offer?
I don't know. 10 food vouchers a week is a lot, but I'll have to think about it.
Very well. If you change your mind, please notify the Ministry, but know that this offer will not last forever. Good day to you, citizen.
That's a tough offer to refuse. Why didn't you accept?
Because if I hand over my materials to the aristocracy, I won't have enough to provide to Danton.
That's pretty loyal, Gordon.
She's what we need to change this place, even if it hurts in the short term.
Hey, Gordon.
Amy.
Bye, Gordon.
Goodbye.
Attention citizens. If you spot anyone with signs of advanced green lung, be sure to report them to the Ministry
Just couldn't
of
stay
Medicine.
away.
No,
Doing
I'll see you
so
later.
You bet.
will save lives.
Hello, Marie.
Amy!
Looks like you had quite the harvest.
Yes, thankfully. Though nothing is keeping very long. Weeds have become a big problem. Anything you want? You're looking very skinny these days. You should eat. Take a pumpkin. Half price for you. You can make pumpkin soup. You need your strength.
No, it's okay.
One of these days, you'll get so skinny, you'll turn around and I won't be able to see you anymore.
It's all right, Mariska. I ate yesterday. I'll be fine for a little while longer.
No. You worry me when you say things like that.
Relax, it's okay. I'm not dead yet. You said something about weeds being a problem? What are they called? What do they look like?
Blue burglar. It grows very fast, very difficult to control. Pretty blue flowers, though. Too bad they ruined my vegetables. Luckily, I finally got them under control. They won't come back for a long time.
Mariska, is this by any chance the weed you were telling me about?
Yes, take it away, Amy, and be careful. You let that thing get into the ground, and before you know it, they're everywhere.
I'll be careful with it, I promise. I have to go now.
Okay, you come back and see me again soon, all right?
If you can't hear
At least now
singing,
the
but
plant
you
can-
see their eyes glow red,
I don't
the
need to take
Reaper
any more.
will be coming to take away the dead.
Hello,
Amy,
I have to...
okay.
I've already shown her the... I don't see...
Just could.
No, see you later, Gus.
You bet.
Hey, Pop.
What's going on?
I have to go.
Come back.
Pop, have you seen this weed before?
Sure, that's blue burglar. Haven't seen it in ages, though. Where'd you get it?
There's some growing near my place. Why is it called blue burglar?
Because it creeps up on you, seemingly overnight. Plant just one and your whole field will be full of them in a month.
Would your sheep eat it?
I think they'd eat anything at this point. Wouldn't hurt to try. Thanks, Amy. I'll go get some more and plant it tonight. At least the sheep we've got left might still stand a chance.
Happy to help.
Butcher, a word if you...
Yeah, what is it?
The Ministry of Resources is in need You are hereby requested to provide your stocks of meat for government distribution.
But I hardly have any meat to spare, and it'll be a while before I can get more.
Be that as it may, Aurelius has extended you the courtesy. In exchange, you will be provided 2 water purifiers per month.
I don't know. I have to think about it.
Very well. If you change your mind, please notify the Ministry. But know that this offer will not last forever. Good day to you.
Just couldn't stay away.
No. Your sheep should be fine now.
Really? What did you do?
Just gave Pop some blue burglar. He said it should be able to feed the sheep soon.
Oh, you're a lifesaver, Amy. I can't thank you enough.
I'm just glad I could help. I saw you having words with that guard. What was that all about?
Yeah, nothing. He was just trying to get me to sell out to the government. I promised Danton I'd give the rebels my extra supplies. I'm not betraying her for the wigheads.
I admire your loyalty. See you later, God.
You bet.
Glad to see you've I assume you've managed to sort things out with our suppliers?
Yes.
You've done well, Amy. I think you'll get along here just fine. But understand this. Committing yourself to help the Resistance is not a promise made lightly. We require your full cooperation and transparency. No secrets or lies. Do I make myself clear?
I understand, but remember not to ask for things you can't return.
Naturally. Now come with me. Thank you for helping our suppliers. As you can probably tell, recruitment has been slow, which has hindered our progress. But I think with your help, we just may be able to initiate some changes.
What is it you had in mind?
That letter you brought us came from our contact in the Ministry of Medicine. It contained extremely valuable information. I need you to infiltrate the Ministry of Medicine and confirm what this letter says. Do you have any questions?
If you're so against the government, why do you use the Ministry of Medicine's symbol as your code to get in here?
That's exactly what the aristocracy would expect. Having our own symbol would make us easier to find once they figured out what it was. Sometimes the best way to hide things is to put them in plain sight.
Can you tell me what it is I'm meant to find?
Our contact was unable to provide the exact details in case the letter was intercepted. But if the information he did give us is correct, it means the government is covering up something very important having to do with the green lung vaccine. If you confirm this, it will be exactly what we need to expose the government's lies and incite a revolution.
What if it turns out to be a false lead?
It won't. Believe me, you'll find something in there. You have to.
What's the plan for getting me into the Ministry of Medicine?
An excellent question. You know how the wealthy have contracts with the aristocracy based on their support when they first formed?
I have a vague idea, sure.
If a government supporter were to show signs of green lung, the aristocracy would waste no time in sending a doctor to treat them. I want you to go to Fripp Square. My sources tell me that a notable supporter has recently been showing symptoms of the plague. His name is Silas Harrison. He should be visited by a doctor very soon. Find out when and where the visit will take place. Then, intercept the doctor, disguise yourself, and enter the Ministry of Medicine. Once you've done that, you'll locate the central storage room, where they keep the vaccine supply. I suspect that's where you'll find what we're looking for.
Maybe I should write all this down. It's a lot to keep track of.
No, I'm sorry, but we can't have a paper trail. I trust you'll be able to make this happen. I know it's complicated and dangerous, but believe me when I say this information will change everything.
This Milton, who was he? Why did knowing my father make him trust me?
As I mentioned before, he was our double agent in the Ministry of Energy. With his help, we were able to establish our contact in the Ministry of Medicine. In the early days of the rebellion, Milton also recruited your father as the official mechanic. They were good friends. I never met Cooper myself, but my understanding is that he was just as loyal as Milton. Losing them both has been a blow. Think we'll manage, though. After all, we have you now.
You mentioned my father was with the rebellion in the early days. How come he never mentioned it?
It doesn't surprise me. The previous attempt at a rebellion was met with disastrous failure. They didn't manage to get very far before being discovered and quelled by the aristocracy. Your father and Milton were the only original members to escape unharmed. It's taken us a very long time to get back on track, but I intend to avenge our forefathers and deliver the justice they died for.
I guess I should get started.
Good. Head over to Fripp Square and find out where Harrison is. That should get you close enough to intercept his doctor. You might also try checking at the Ministry itself. They might have some information on when the doctor is set to make his house call. Once you're in the Ministry, you can identify our contact by using the code phrase. I'm not sure how much help he'll be able to give you, but having an ally on the inside is at least better than nothing. I wish you luck, Amy. Remember that if you succeed, the Resistance will reward you in far greater ways than the aristocracy ever could.
She looks like she means big. She's really good. I've never seen someone's hands move so quickly. I don't want to break. Looks like she's writing down coordinates on that map. I shouldn't interrupt. A somewhat crude map of the city. Looks like they're planning something near the Ministry of Energy Tower. I know my way around the city. I don't need a map. Rule 1. Do not talk about the rebellion. Rule 2. Do not talk about the rebellion.
Shouldn't you be getting on with your... Shouldn't you...
There's a bunch of stuff scribbled on it.
Don't waste time with...
They must use this for target practice. The wig and noose are a nice touch. I think it's meant for target. Remember to wipe your feet when entering. There are no maids in this resistance. I should probably leave it. He's doing a nice job fixing that crossbow. Is that an...
Yep, scavenged it out in the waste. I got lucky.
I'll say you did. I've been looking for one for ages.
Can let you borrow this one once I'm done with it, if you need it.
He's busy. I can't just go around. He seems to be hard at work on something. Need any help with that?
Nah, I'm alright.
Hey.
What do you...
What's your theory on what's inside the Ministry of Medicine?
Knowing the aristocracy, it could be just about anything. But from what I've heard Danton say, it's definitely something big.
How'd you get involved with Danton anyway?
She's family.
She is?
Yeah. When her parents died of green lung, she was left homeless and forced to beg on the streets. My folks took pity and adopted her. She can be kind of hot-tempered and rush into things, but I try and keep her in check as best I can.
Keep on doing what you're doing.
Don't bother. The aristocrats cut out her tongue.
My God, that's awful. Why would they do that?
She used to work for the Ministry of Knowledge. She was caught stealing books, and that was her punishment. Apparently, Claudius did it himself. Ugly business.
How's it going?
Not so bad.
See you later.
Take care. Good day to you, merchant.
Go away, you dog. I have nothing to say to you.
Now, there's no need to be...
I just try to make my living here. I have family to take care of, and no help from the aristocracy.
Well, if you would just let...
My brother Pavel went out scavenging days ago and has not returned. We're all worried he's dead. What does the aristocracy do? Nothing. Sit in their towers and watch us starve. You're young. You do not remember life before the bombs. It was different. Guards were our friends, not monsters.
I appreciate your position.
Look, I think it's best if you just go. She's clearly upset.
Fine. I was here to extend an offer of food vouchers from the Ministry of Resources. But if she feels... Good day to you, citizen. I apologize.
Oh, thank you, Amy. I always get so angry when I see those guards.
Hello, Mer.
Amy,
You really shouldn't make trouble with the guards.
I'm not making trouble. It's them who are causing all the problems.
You know as well as I do, you haven't got a brother named Pavel.
Well, they need to understand that life's not easy for us. It's not like they do anything about it anyway.
Just try not to get so riled up, Marishka. He was trying to help you out.
The day I take help from those dogs is the day I die.
You know, as tough as things are, I feel like I've got...
I'm happy for you, Amy. You're always so...
I have to go now.
Okay, you come back and see me again soon, all right?
Fripp Square. I do so love the dirty looks I get from people when I walk through here. This guy is the local news delivery system for the residents of Fripp Square. Hello there.
May I help you?
Have you heard the name Silas Harrison?
I have, yes. He's fairly well known around these parts.
Can you tell me anything about him? Like where he...
Lady, I'm a town crier, not a town directory. If you want to put your nose where it don't belong, you're better off talking to Flora and Genevieve on the other side of the square.
So you're a town crier? What do you actually do?
I deliver the news to the people of Fripp Square. They ask about specific headlines, I tell them. Some sort of breaking news arrives from the government, I read it. It's rather simple, really.
Can I hear some news?
Very well. Right now, the top headlines are Ministry of Energy restarts generators. Terrorists rumored in the market district. Mysterious object spotted over quarantine zone. And the weather report. So, what'll it be?
What's the weather report?
You'll soon find out.
Attention citizens, the following is an important news bulletin. Weather conditions are as follows. Partly cloudy with a 0% chance of rain. Today's high will be 24 degrees Celsius and the low will be 20. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
Hello there.
May I?
Can I hear some news?
Very well. Right now, the top headlines are Ministry of Energy terrorists rumored in the mysterious objects and the... So.
How about Ministry of Energy restarts generators?
Fine.
Attention citizens, the following is an important news bulletin. The Ministry of Energy released a report saying that they have succeeded in restarting 60% of the city's reactors. As a result, more power will be available, starting with the area around Fripp Square. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
Hello there.
May I?
Can I hear?
Very right now. Ministry of Terrorists and so.
I'd like to hear mysterious objects spotted over quarantine.
Right you are.
Attention citizens, the following is an important news bulletin. This past week, several citizens reported sighting a strange object in the sky over the quarantine zone. Rumors have persisted that it was the Reaper. However, the Ministry of Knowledge insists that this is not the case. The aristocracy reminds citizens not to be swayed by baseless rumors and superstitions. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
Hello there.
May I?
Can I hear?
Very right now. Terrorists and so.
I want to hear terrorists.
If you will.
Attention citizens, the following rumors have surfaced of a group of terrorists headquartered somewhere in the market district. These dissidents are to be considered armed and extremely dangerous to public safety. Anyone with information leading to their arrest is encouraged to report to the nearest aristocrat guard. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
That's a pretty dramatic statue. I guess that must be the eponymous Mr. Fripp. I can't think of anything I could do with that. He looks fairly lost in... Excuse me.
Hello, miss. Oh, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for Silas Harrison. Do you know him?
Know him. Not personally, but I know who he is, certainly.
You wouldn't happen to know where he lives, would you?
I'm afraid not. I never had any cause to pay him any social calls at his home. My apologies.
I'm Amy Wellard. It's nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too, Amy. My name is Maximilian Huber, but please call me Max.
Do you live around here?
Yes, just around the corner, but ever since my wife passed, I like to get out of the house and spend time with my friends.
Your friends?
Yes, the Ravens.
So, how much time do you spend with your friends?
Not all day, but most of it. They are beautiful creatures, aren't they? How those Reaper cultists have turned them into a symbol of fear is beyond me, but to each his own, I suppose. I only wish I had something to feed them with. The poor things look terribly hungry.
What do they eat?
Anything, really. Meat, vegetables, insects. They're not picky eaters by any means.
Have a nice day, sir.
You too, my dear.
I don't think he'd be interested. That's Nero's banner. He's in charge of the Ministry of Knowledge. That's Nero's banner. This is the intersection of Jordan Street and Booth Avenue. I probably shouldn't mess around. This guy's picked a very strategic location. I'd rather not. That raven makes the statue look a lot classier. You know, I have to admit, this one is kind of cute. That's the tiniest raven I've ever seen. Wow, a 2003 Fairway debutante. I'm surprised it's still intact. Most of these were gutted for parts and metal in the years after Blast Day. A little too modern for my needs. Plus, I don't think the people around here would take too kindly to scavengers. The Ministry of Knowledge. It's where they keep all the documents and educational materials from before the bombs. Extremely limited access, of course. There's no way I can just walk in there. I'd have to fill out heaps of paperwork and probably wait years for an appointment. I'm not picking up those ladies' garb. It's a small waste bin. It appears to be almost full to the brim.
Did no one teach you that it's rude to
excuse me?
Yeah. Oh. Where did you come from?
She looks like she just came from the quarantine zone.
Don't be silly. You know nobody ever leaves that awful place. In any case, I'm sure you've got a lottery job you should be doing. Why don't you run along and leave us to our conversation? Which reminds me, I need some new servants. I was entertaining guests the other day, and they kept interrupting.
Good help just keeps getting harder to come by.
I'd sooner cut off my...
Ugh, please stop.
A little... I'm not... Excuse me.
Hello?
Do you know the two women over there? They're kind of rude.
Them? Oh, don't pay them any mind. They're just a couple of harpies who have nothing better to do with their time than gossip about everything. You should hear them any time the newsman reads out a headline. It's non-stop chatter. But please, let's discuss something more worthwhile.
You know, it's days like these that make me realize I've got...
That's a lovely attitude to have, my dear. Your optimism is inspiring.
Have a nice day, sir.
You too, my...
This poster is encouraging people to get vaccinated for green lung. If only it were that easy for everyone. This poster is encouraging people... This guy is... Hello there.
May I?
Can I hear...
Very well. Right now, Minister, and so.
I want to hear...
If you...
Attention, rumor these... Anyway, this...
She seems to be having some private conversation with her friend, but I can't... She seems to be... I'm not picking up... A little... The news gets blasted out of those... Hello there.
May I?
I've got some news for you.
You, of all people, have the perfect life? I get...
Can I hear...
Very right now. Ministry terrorist and so...
I'd like to...
Right?
This past week, this...
I'd soon...
Did no...
I'd soon... I'm not...
En weet we voor this can only kunnen. En weet we voor this can only kunnen.
The guard has the door closed. Something tells me that's a good thing. Going in there... That's a nice statue, although the base looks a bit unstable. I can't reach it from down... I don't think that would be a good idea right now. I don't want to draw any attention. I can't get in there with the guard. Excuse me.
What is it, citizen?
Could you tell me about this building, sir?
You don't get out much, do you? This is the Ministry of Medicine. They're in charge of all health-related issues in the city.
So this is where people come to get their vaccines?
Correct. Entry is by appointment only, I'm afraid.
I kind of figured as much. You know someone named Silas Harrison?
Silas Harrison? The name sounds familiar. But then, I see plenty of names on a daily basis. I have to write the name of all scheduled appointments here in my ledger.
Don't suppose I could have...
Afraid not, miss. This is for government, and not to be rude, but you don't look like a government employee.
I just have to say...
Good for you, miss. Now please...
Keep up the good work.
Have a nice day.
Even if it wasn't locked, I don't think I could just go waltzing in there without permission. Must be some kind of checkpoint for visitors. Doesn't look like it would be very comfortable in there. I can't get in there with the guard. The guard has the door. Going in there. I don't... Hey, Gordon.
Amy.
Bye, Gordon.
Goodbye.
May I help?
I want to go into the cathedral, but I'm not...
I had a feeling that might be the case. The doors will not open to just anyone. You must be truly willing to embrace death in order to enter.
Why would I want to embrace death when I've got the perfect life?
The Reaper smiles upon your joy. Let us hope he takes you now, while you are happy and not in anguish.
I really should be going.
So be...
Just couldn't stay away.
No, I haven't quite reached today's quota of looking at death. Have you got any meat I could feed ravens with?
Ravens? Why would you want to feed those little pests?
I feel bad for them. Everyone deserves to eat.
Well, they're plenty fat from eating the dead sheep at the farm. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to help feed those little monsters.
See you later, guys.
You bet.